Diddy and Cassie settlement? Well, you want to talk about it, grab your snacks, let's go. Now, I was supposed to be coming to you guys with part 2 of the 35-page lawsuit, but wow, what a difference a day makes. If you were thoroughly confused by this situation and just needed a little clarification, you are in the right place because I too am a civil law attorney. I practice specifically in the niche area of family law, but since I sue people for a living, I know exactly what's going on. Now, my lawsuits usually come in the form of a divorce, sometimes custody, sometimes some other things, and we have our own niche cutout rules for family law, but procedurally, we all follow the rules of civil procedure. Now, the settlement. I was not expecting it to come so quickly, but was I expecting it to come? Yes. As a layperson, meaning that you're not in this field, I can understand how this could be a little confusing, maybe a little suspicious, but that is why you came to me, because you know I'm going to give you the real from A to Z. So buckle up. First and foremost, I need you guys to understand that settlements are very normal in this industry. I knew one was going to happen. I just wasn't expecting it this soon. For instance, let's say I filed 50 lawsuits this year. I filed a lot more than that, but just for the sake of easy numbers. Out of those 50 cases, maybe 5 or 10 of those are actually going to make it all the way to trial. Which goes back to my point how most cases end in a settlement, and I'll tell you why. Most people don't want their case to go all the way to trial, because your business will be in the street. To really prepare for a strong case, especially in civil law, where we're talking about a lot of money involved, in my cases, people, kids, houses, retirement, it takes about a good 6 months or maybe even more, depending on all the issues, to really develop a solid case. To see a trial all the way through, you have no idea how many people I got to involve in this lawsuit, all the subpoenas that I will send out for witnesses, a deposition. We haven't even touched on discovery. Just think back to the Peanut case. If you don't know who Peanut is, I suggest you go find out. The video is pinned at the top. You think when I started subpoenaing the hoochies, the pastor, the mama, the accountant, you think they went to trial? No. It is quite obvious to me that Cassie had an amazing case, and Diddy didn't want half of that information to come out. Well, how do I know? Well, this trial could easily cost $500,000 into the millions. Diddy is almost a billionaire. The amount of money it would have cost him to fund this trial would have been just like him ordering a cheeseburger. It would have been nothing. If I'm a billionaire and you're accusing me of doing God knows what with God knows who, and it's not true, oh, trust me, I'm taking you down all the way through trial. You better ask Johnny. Defamation. But if I actually did it, I have way too much to lose to let that tea come out, so I'm going to do whatever I need to do to hush you, and quickly. Y'all, the writing on the wall is so obvious, it's plain to see, at least to me. He's almost a billionaire. It would have cost him nothing to expose her for lying. But he chose the latter. All my trial attorneys out there, say it with me, put it in the comments. RFPs, request for production, honey. It is a guilty man's worst nightmare. Y'all, just one RFP on that phone's record and data, and we would have had 10 documentaries lined up. All in all, this is the swiftest settlement I've ever seen. Pretty smart for Diddy, and I'm happy for Cassie. She gets the money she was asking for without having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on the trial to get it. Go ahead, girl. But let's discuss the elephant in the room. Can charges still be pressed? Can Diddy still ultimately go to jail? Could he? The answer is yes. Now, I'm not sure what the statute of limitations are for sexual assault in this state, but what we do know is in that lawsuit, she also claimed that there was sex trafficking. And you know what I hear when I hear the word sex trafficking? Feds! Yo, feds! The federales might be on their way. It's possible, but we'll see. I have several points that I want to ask you now, and I want us to address this in the comments. First and foremost, I want you to ask yourself, have there ever been one time where Cassie was ever considered problematic? Then I want hands in the comments of how many times you've heard an allegation about Diddy. And for the skeptics about the settlement agreement, I want to ask you, if you were a billionaire and someone was wrongfully accusing you of the heinous things that Cassie is accusing of Diddy, and it would cost you basically nothing to be able to prove your innocence because of how much money you have, would you cough up millions of dollars to make this go away in just 19 hours? Well, you wanted my thoughts on a settlement offer? Now you have it. And before I let you go, I want to leave you with this little clip I saw circulating around. I'll see you in the comments.
What a beautiful dress.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to ask you, can't wait to see 3 a.m.
Yes.
The controversy.
Yeah.